My name is Sana, and this is the story of how a simple misunderstanding almost ruined the most important night of my life, my first night after marriage. Like every newly married girl, I had my own ideas, my fears, and my dreams. I had heard 1,000 stories, some scary, some funny, some confusing. Some girls said their first night was like a fairy tale. Some said it was full of awkwardness. Some talked about pain. Some talked about love. But no one talked about the most dangerous thing of all: misunderstanding. The wedding day passed like a storm of colors. Smiles, lights, camera flashes, guests, laughter, tears. Everything felt unreal. When I left my parents' home, my eyes were full of emotions, and my heart heavy like a stone. By the time we reached his house, my new home, I was exhausted, but also nervous, extremely nervous. Everyone welcomed me warmly, but inside me there was a strange tension. Something was bothering me. Not fear, but a misunderstanding. A few days before marriage, one of my cousins jokingly told me, "Sana, on the first night, men don't talk. They don't wait. They just, you know." She laughed. I didn't. Her words stuck in my mind like a thorn. When I entered the room, decorated with rose petals and soft lights, my heartbeat got faster. I sat on the edge of the bed, hands frozen, mind spinning with all those words I had heard. A few minutes later, the door opened. I didn't look up. I was scared of what I might see. I heard his footsteps coming toward me. My breath became shallow. My fingers curled tightly into my dress. When he sat on the bed beside me, I moved slightly away without even realizing it. He noticed. For a moment, there was silence, heavy, uncomfortable, drowning. Then, with the softest voice, he said, "Sana, did I do something wrong?" My heart clenched. Because no, he hadn't done anything. But my mind had built a wall of fear, shaped by other people's stories. I didn't reply. My throat felt tight. He gently placed a glass of water near me and said, "It's okay. You don't have to say anything. Just breathe." His calmness made me look at him for the first time. He didn't look angry. He didn't look impatient. He looked hurt. Not hurt from me, but hurt because he felt I was uncomfortable. He asked softly, "Please tell me, are you scared of me?" His question broke something inside me. Tears filled my eyes because I realized how badly I had misunderstood everything. He wasn't a stranger ready to claim his rights. He was my husband, a man sitting beside me with patience and respect. I wiped my tears quickly and whispered, I thought you would expect something tonight. I heard so many things, and I didn't want to disappoint you." The moment I said it, he smiled gently, a smile full of relief, warmth, and kindness. "Sana," he said, placing his hand lightly on the bed, not touching me, "I don't want a perfect first night. I just want you, safe, comfortable, and happy." Then, as if he was afraid to scare me, he asked, "Can I sit a little closer?" I nodded, very slowly. He moved an inch closer, nothing more. No rushing, no pressure, no awkward expectations. He spoke about normal things, his job, funny things his friends did at the wedding, even how nervous he was before entering the room. I couldn't believe it. Men get nervous too? I had never thought that. As he talked, my tight chest relaxed. My shoulders loosened. The fear slowly melted. He looked at me again and said, "Wow, Sana, listen to me. A marriage doesn't start with a physical moment. It starts with trust. The rest comes later, naturally. I couldn't stop the tears this time, not from fear, but from pure relief. He reached out slowly and wiped a tear from my cheek. That gentle touch felt like a promise of respect, patience, and understanding. He leaned forward and placed a soft kiss on my forehead. Not rushed, not demanding, just a gesture of comfort. Then he whispered, "If tonight all we do is talk, that is more than enough for me." For the first time that night, I smiled. The wall of misunderstanding finally broke. We lay side by side, not touching too much, not doing anything overwhelming. My head rested on his shoulder. His heartbeat was steady and calming. His presence felt safe, warm, real. We talked for hours about our dreams, our families, our fears. And slowly, without pressure, without misunderstanding, without fear, a connection formed between us. When he gently held my hand later, I didn't pull away. I let him, because now I trusted him. The night didn't turn into what people had described. It turned into something better. A night of understanding, respect, and emotional closeness. Now, when I look back, I smile. Not because it was perfect, but because it taught me something important. Most fears of the first night come from misunderstandings, not reality. Most worries come from other people's stories, not your own. And I want every girl to know, your first night should never be shaped by fear. It should be shaped by trust, by comfort, by gentle connection. I was lucky. I had a man who didn't let a misunderstanding become a memory. He turned it into understanding. If you like this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Pro English Stories. Thanks for watching.